Okay.
All right, now you are from the Munsters, right?
No, I am Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Okay,
I
and
can see why from the monsters, from the mom, so yeah.
we're here with...
Christina Dark.
All right, now Christina Dark, you seem to be a professional cosplay model, or you just have the same name as the person who owns this booth.
No, I'm a cosplayer. I've been modeling. Well, I have too, but I've been cosplaying and modeling for about 10 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How'd you get into that?
So I started modeling first when I was in high school, and I've been a big super geek my whole life. And I had a friend that introduced me to cosplay during my high school career.
Okay.
And I didn't know what it was about 10, 15 years ago. So when he told me, like, hey, since you make your own costumes and you're really into comics and games, you should cosplay. And I'm like, what is that? So when I looked it up, I was like, wow, like, that's so cool. You really don't have to wait for Halloween to do this. And at that time, we didn't have a con at my city. So when I started getting into cosplay, we actually had our first comic convention, and that's where I debuted my first, cosplay. Because before I would make Halloween costumes before that.
Now, what was your first cosplay?
I would say Batgirl. Yeah, Batgirl, because my first my first cosplay costume I made was a Tana, and then, but I would say maybe my first cosplay would be Batgirl.
Okay. So out of all the ones you've made, what's been your favorite?
Oh my god, so I didn't make this one per se, but I have a commissioned Batgirl, Catwoman suit that I love to wear that I got from In Disguise Costume Designs, I think, and as a birthday gift from a friend. But oh my gosh, it's so hard. Like I have so many favorites, but it would be Catwoman. She's my absolutely go-to person.
Okay. So what is the best part of being a professional cosplayer?
Meeting you guys, meeting so many fun people, great people. I've made a lot of great experiences meeting new people. I'm a little bit kind of like a shy, spazzy person, as you can see.
Total introvert at all. Totally.
Super introverted in a very extroverted world, right? So I think we're all kind of somewhat introverts. So
exactly.
This helps me meet really, cool, badass people. So if I can say that. So.
We can't use this introvert now. You said a naughty word. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. As long as you don't say fuck more than 3 times, we're good. But you only get to say it twice now because we've used up one. What's the worst thing about being a professional cosplayer?
I don't think there's any worse things. If anything, maybe learning to give yourself some time to, because, you hear about the whole con crunch, right?
Yes.
We've all done that. And I think after a while, you should stop doing that to your brain and your heart and your soul, because after a while, it can make you, feel a little sick, a little bit, maybe depressed. And so I don't think there's any bad things, but give yourself time. You're a human being.
So GeekStyr is a dating and friends app for nerds and geeks. So how do you go about making friends with people outside conventions?
Oh my gosh, I am such a shy little bean. So whatever friends I've made from conventions are friends I have outside conventions. I also am a theater major, so I graduated with my theater degree. So I have theater friends, but I don't know, that's kind of tough.
Dating. When it comes to dating, how do you find people to go out with, not at Comic-Cons, but who still share your interests?
God. I mean, there's like Facebook. Social media is a huge thing right now.
You use Facebook for dating?
No, but I mean, like, I feel like people have met through Facebook. I mean, I've met, unfortunately, some few people through Facebook, but, I think that's what power of social media is. That's how you get to connect to people.
So do you think that a app for dating and friends that relies on interest would be a good idea?
I think so. Yeah.
Last question I have for you. 1, is the hair real?
No.
Oh. Okay. And 2, what is going on with your eyelids, because it's freaking me out?
Oh my god, so Elvira has like the craziest makeup ever. It's almost drag. I love it. So it's very accentuated, colorful eyes to make the eyes bigger. So, and I'm a bit blind, so got to wear this here and there.
Sounds good to me. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for it.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome.